All right. Looking at the defense now, it's McAvoy, Nemec, Zen, Canaro, and then obviously Pressburg heavily factors in to our future plans. This is absurd. This is absurd. Now, the only thing that can make this better is if I still get Ty Nelson back or my first rounder from Tampa. Being able to play the RFA market would be great. I'm going to keep trying. We're going to keep seeing if they change their mind. You never know what the comp is. Ty Nelson, they still want Mashenko. That's not going to happen. I get the idea of trading Mashenko. I like Ty Nelson a lot. I don't like him that much. My first rounder next year from Tampa. They will not hear anything other than Bird. Okay. Do prospects grow in 22? Yes, they do. Let's look at the board again. Again, blood off. Not really worth it. Jamnov, potentially worth it. I don't really know for sure. Chance he's just a medium 6. There's Mayorov. Also a chance he could be worth it. What about Devin Rudder? 4 years out. We're at the point. Novikov might be worth the risk. We're at the point where I can't really afford to be risky. Unconfirmed elite edges. I mean, again, Yablonski, McCammon, they might be great. I know Chamara's showing up as a gem. I don't know enough about him. That normally means he'll be a low top 6. It's ridiculous. Brulette. Is there anybody else who's like a slam dunk? It doesn't look like it. We're about to get bounced out of this menu. It's a medium starter later on in Lazarev. I think we have our targets. There are obviously some guys we can risk it with, but the problem is we don't have a ton of top picks. We got a lot of picks later on in the draft that we might just have to risk it for. So, Coyotes at the next pick, they do take blood off, but I mean, Jesus Christ, it's a huge win for us. So that next guy I was interested in is Novikov around pick number 70. So we will sim to the next round, and we'll try to make a deal with Nashville for their 3rd round pick. That is pretty much the guy to target. Carolina's 3rd and the Winnipeg 5th. Done deal. Done deal. No problem there at all. Would have only been better if it was pick 69. Is Novikov as big of a steal as he looks like he might be? No, he is not. So that is certainly going to halt my my wheeling and dealing. If that guy's not good, I don't trust our scouts from here. Ty Nelson. Ask for somebody else! Damn it! Tampa. Are you going to ask for somebody else? I know the answer. No, you're not. What if I ask for your own first? They'll only listen for my pick back because they know that's what I used. That's what I traded to them to get Bird. They are so salty. They are so salty. All right. There are a bunch of medium elites that we can just risk it for. Couple of low elites we can risk it for as well. A near confirmed medium top 6. Obviously, we're going to focus on the elites first. Defenseman. Couple of medium 4s we can risk it on a little bit later in the draft. How's the gem? I don't pay attention to gems. They're always trash. They're always trash, pretty much. Okay. Can I get anything good for this 3rd round pick that I still have? It's not even a 3rd rounder, it's a 4th rounder. All right, cool. We'll just make these picks then. We have a bunch of 6ths and a bunch of 7ths. Now we're at the point where we just risk it for these players and hope that they're good. That's basically what it comes down to. So for the medium elites, well, it looks like that goalie went off the board. So Chris Lawson. He's an overager, but he's the guy to go for. This is the strategy now. 66 medium top 6. That's a hell of a player. That is a hell of a player. We will also risk it for Chandler Morrow. The Prince George Cougars. He wasn't so hot, but that's okay. Skip completely over the 5th round. Let's see who else is left. Who else is left? There's one dude left, low elite. Carter Nielsen. Let's go for him. Low 7th. Alright, so unfortunately outside of that first dude, this idea of looking for some of these steals hasn't really worked. A lot of those low elites are already off the board. So I don't really like our chances of getting anybody who's all that good here. But we will still risk it for these final few guys. Alright, so unfortunately the idea of having a bunch of low draft picks and getting some steals, that is not going to work out. But these guys are good enough to flip and get right back into these rounds over the next couple of years anyway. Okay. Minnesota, I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. I really would like to get Ty Nelson back if you're willing to budge. Now they're saying give us Neil. I'm not giving you Mashenko. At least until I know for sure he doesn't have a spot on this team. Tampa, give me back my first. Give me what I want. I am not giving you Bird. I'll give you the Bird, all right. Jesus. All right, can I trade these 7ths? I should probably just make these 7ths, because, I mean, what the hell? What the hell, right? Fucking... Take Saul Giftopoulos. Medium starter. GG. GG. Let's take Burrows, if you're as big of a douche as your uncle, probably. Let's just, God, who the hell do we even take? Volkov, let's see if you're any good. Fuck it. Nope, you're terrible. We have all the 7th rounders. Jean Patan, you're also trash. Sure. Sure. Magnus Clefbaum, trash. How many 7th round picks do I have? Oh my God. Kalle Bemstrom, meh. Alexander Koltsov. How many draft picks did we make here? Good Lord. Good Lord. Let's just take this guy. I don't even care. Jerome Viget. Trash. How? Pick the rest of them for me. Don't care. Just pick them. I'm tired. I'm bored. Welcome to me drafting like Bill Belichick. You trade down 1,000 times until you own the entire 7th round. Welcome, welcome. That was an absolutely incredible draft. That was an absolutely incredible draft. So, in terms of business here, Bussy, you can stay because it's Bussy. And Bussy will always stay. Bussy always has a place on this team. Defensively, we will probably end up signing Zan Canaro because he's fucking insane. Like, look at this kid. He's unbelievable. From there, hate to say it, Moravich, Alto, with the lack of potential, I'm going to let go of you two so we can prioritize people of a higher potential. Vinehandle, you're probably not going to make it. I'm going to drop you. We will sign Albelchauser, who is fantastic. Steves isn't going to make it. Just get rid of him. And then we have all the defensemen in the world. On the wing, Matika deserves another opportunity, but only one more. On the wing, we got to work out a deal with Robbo. We'll qualify Beckman and then probably flip him. Kizakov, I'm going to drop. Darby deserves to keep a spot here. Samsonov is not good enough. And then center-wise, Logan Cooley also needs a deal, and obviously Bird will end up being signed. James Swan. I'll keep you. Winterton can go. Jorgensen can stay. McElhaney can definitely be signed. Worrell is terrible. Cool. Okay, so we got some dudes signing. All expiring. Got to work out deals with Cooley and Robertson. Cooley wanted 6 years at $9 million. How about no? How about 1 year? Honestly, you could argue it's worth signing him to that 9-year deal. How about 1 year at 6.8? Not that I need to save money, but I'm not handing out big contracts off of 1 season. Nick Robertson is officially at the point where he'd need to get paid. 4-year deal I don't hate. If we can drop that down to a nice $6.9 million, I'm not against it. I paid Taylor Hall. I can pay you. Robertson rejects. Cooley also rejects. We'll let both of them go to free agency as RFAs. I'm fine with that. They wanna push their luck. They can push their luck. That's fine by me. Tampa, let's talk. Let's talk. They'll take Robertson in a third. We finally got them to budge. I don't want to get rid of Nick Robertson. Let me see if this is worth it. I have to see who's out there in terms of RFAs that could be worth going after instead. And to be honest, it's not looking great. It's not looking great. Delmas would be the Pasternak replacement. He did not have a very good season. Pitkanen. Pitkanen's got amazing skating. Not allowed to switch to players, Warrior, that's why. Pitkanen could play the wing and immediately just replace Robertson. No guarantees we get him, though. There's Ivan Demidov. Shock and Ozza is the next factor. Horrible shooting category. Great playmaking, though. Go figure. There are players here for sure that first round pick, we'd benefit from having that first round pick available to target them. No doubt. No doubt. It's just whether or not. Oh. So Delmas, we'd have to replace Pasternak. Pitkanen could play the wing. Cooley's obviously ours. Kamel could play center, but we have no space now at center. Right wing, of course, Nordqvist we have there. Demidov could replace Robertson, but there's no guarantee. Of course, we're trying to keep Robertson if we can. Then there's Jaeger. The problem is there's no guarantees that we could get these guys. And I honestly think we could be pretty good next year. But having that first round pick would really help us make a play for more of those guys. I don't think we can do it. I don't think we can. If it was somebody else other than Robertson, I'd be way more interested in fucking Minnesota. They're not giving up. They're not giving up. Robertson in the third, Bird third and the fourth, a first and Mashenko. I think we hold off. For now. For now, we hold off. So really quickly, then the free agent list, as we do. In terms of UFAs, I don't think we need a big-name goalie at all. They're really never worth the money. In terms of prospects, nobody good. Except for this guy, Debian. 22.78, medium starter. We'll throw our name into the hat for him. 2 years at, just for the memes, let's go to 1.7. And an RFA goalie prospects. I mean, obvious shout is Saugus here. Who we can go up to 1.74 to see if Detroit bites. So that is the direction that we're going to go in there. Defensively, RFAs. I mean, David Yarosek wouldn't be that bad to replace Ty Nelson. There is that other guy, though. Yarosek would obviously be very expensive. Boqvist, Shabbat, Moritz Seider. I don't know if any of them. I mean, Shabbat probably puts up the points to make it worth it. Dougie Hamilton. Keep an eye on him even at 35 years old. If we can get Dougie Hamilton, for, honestly, even for $12 million, because I have the cap space, we might just sign Dougie Hamilton for $12 million. Low elite lies. I mean, J-Rock just trying to not rip off the AI, put the players in their proper position and proper player role, stuff like that. So no like hard set rules, but a general sense of, aside from when it comes to 7th round picks and flipping, don't try to screw the AI over. So, in terms of these prospects here, Yarosek's too expensive. Let's see if we can get Traverse from Toronto. Again, 1.7, I believe, is still pretty much the magic number for RFAs. There's another chance to get Gore, who we tried to get last year as well. Go 2 years at 1.7. Cullen, still good at this point. You can suck a fat one. There's Riley. We can go for this Riley guy. I'm sure Vancouver will keep him, but we can go for him. And from there, it looks like we are probably good. Reed or Richards. Maybe go for Richards, especially dual position. That Reed guy wasn't that bad. But again, 1.7, the most we can offer without giving up draft picks. 90% of these people will stay with their team. There's Pascali as well. He might have some trade value, but probably not a ton. Probably not enough to make it worth it to go for him. And in terms of the forwards, outside of the big-time forwards, there are quite a few dudes. Oh my god, there's so many RFAs this year. Good lord. Good lord. There's a lot of people here, man. There's a lot of guys available. You got Boyle. This guy's only 20 years old, skewing. I mean, geez, it's just a 4-year deal at 1.7 to see if he develops. I don't know if Washington will match that. We'll find out. Let's see, that guy's 23, medium top 6. Osborne, 25 for Fabian Lysell. Go figure, Lysell never developed. DeRosier, this guy looks like a stud and a half, too. Vancouver having a lot of trouble keeping their RFAs, I noticed. A lot of trouble. Jorgensen is ours. Again, we will throw our name into the hat for all of these dudes, and then we'll focus on the big names. Perot, Jesus. Yeah, no reason to not just send out these offers. It wasn't our play before when we still had Bergeron, because what the hell's the point? We're not going to have space for these guys. Now we very much have space for these guys. We will get the right pieces around this ridiculous core that we've built up through the draft. Rosnichenko's too old at this point. Williams from Columbus. Can we get you? Nightingale. This guy looks insane. Age, potential, and such. Even Edward Sale would be amazing. Is Marchand retired? He just retired. Beckman's ours. Of course, then there's Wild, but this is where we start getting into a different compensation. So, we don't have our first round pick at the moment, but the second round pick ranges from 2.6 to 5.3, and the third round pick is 1.7 to 2.6. So, we can still make a play from some of those other dudes and give up our other draft picks in the process. We can do that. So, 1 season in Detroit was enough for him. Correct. So again, we can't go after the big guys. Delmas picking in. Cooley's already ours. Robertson's already ours. 5.3. So Zetterberg. Jesus, not that we need him. We could get him. He's got a good shot. He's got a great physical category. Then there is Hamill, who's even younger. Also looks like an absolute freak. Has third eye. Also has quick draw. There's Eklund. Eklund, a little bit too much. Zetterberg, though, could certainly work. Rizzy's a bit too expensive. Hamill, we'd only have to drop the money. And then Brad Lambert. Brad Lambert might be in third-round pick territory. He's not quite there yet. And then Wild. Wild, we could try to get a $2.6 million for that third rounder. That would be a steal. The second rounder, I think we gotta wait for some things to settle. I mean, we could go for Zetterberg, but then it's like, okay, what do we do from there? What do we do from there? 5.3 is the cap. Could I get Eklund right now by lowering the years wanted? Yes. So, Rizzy, I mean, all of these guys, between Rizzy and Zetterberg. The only winger, though, is Eklund. The only winger is Eklund. Let's see, how did Zetterberg do last year? For the Islanders, 31 points. It's not great. Has ridiculous shot power, though. Great physicality. He really is more of a power forward, but he's just an elite two-way player. Hamill had 49 points for the Jets, back-to-back 40-point seasons. Great playmaker, great skating. Really damn good playmaker. Like, any of these guys would suffice. But the question is, do we even really need them? Eklund has an insane passing category, but has gold ice pack. Figure that out. Figure that out. And then Rizzy has an amazing shot. An absolutely amazing shot. We really could go for one of those four. I don't know who the right guy to go for is. You could argue Hamill because he's the youngest of the group. Three years of 5.3 for Hamill. He's the youngest of the group. I think I like Rizzy more for the shot, but Hamill was also able to put up a similar amount of goals. I think we pressure Winnipeg here first. We could technically make a play for all of them, depending on how long they stay around. Second round pick, let's make the play for Hamill. So let's see what happens. We have, actually, did I look at UFA free agents for forwards? I think I did. No, I didn't, did I? I pulled Colson's out there, Keller, Kako, bunch of dudes we don't want. Matty Beniers, Sharkoff, not good enough. None of those guys are good enough at low elite. Amirov, Italy. Okay, so we're good. We're good. Well, let's see what happens here over the next few days then. We got a lot of guys that we're in play for. I didn't edit the coaching staff. The staff is good. It's the scouting department, half of whom left. If you thought our scouts were bad before, it might be worse because I'm a little bit late to the scout signing party. So this might be about to get worse. Unfortunately. Let's try to bring the bees back as well. Let's try to bring them back. There we go. All right, let's see what happens for all these RFAs. We are in play for a lot of talent here, and then we're going to be able to just sort through the rest. So Jack Williams, we don't know yet. Gore, we don't know yet. DeRozier's, Walls, Duke Wild, Riley, Skewen. Desbiens, the goalie, did sign. Dare I say, muy bien. I apologize. That was not of my character, and I hope that doesn't Change your opinion of me and who I truly am. Sale, we don't know yet. Perot, we do not know yet. Aiden, thank you for the follow. I guess that sealed it. Saugus, we don't know yet. Weiss, we don't know. Nightingale, Richards, Tavares. All right, here we go. All right, so Traverse, not Tavares. I saw Toronto. I thought it was Tavares. Traverse stays in Toronto. Rollison's on as a scout. McMillan goes elsewhere with his wife. Miura also goes elsewhere. Keegan Hamill says no and stays with Winnipeg. Skewing. I really wanted them to Washington. They stay. Tampa's going to keep Walls. Weiss stays with Buffalo. Sale stays with Carolina. We just got a lot of people paid. So, forward RFAs, who's left? Zetterberg is still there. We're going to make a play for him. He is the last one left. Out of that crop of talent, can we stop the New York Islanders from keeping Alex Zetterberg? Duke Wild will stay with Chicago. Balls. So there goes my third-round pick option. Leopold also goes elsewhere as a scout. TJ Oshie comes back. Delmas joins up as a scout. Donovan Kidd. We didn't get Nightingale either. DeRozier stays with Vancouver. We got a lot of these young guys paid. Unfortunately, we weren't able to kind of steal any of them away. Again, RFA forwards. We got that play out there. Under 5, up to 2.6. There's really nobody else that's worth getting, though. So our third-round pick won't be used. That's okay. Omar Gore stays with Vegas. Damn it, like everybody stayed. Saugus stays in Detroit. Williams stays in Columbus. What about Zetterberg? Zetterberg accepts. Now we got to hear from the Islanders. Yeah, baby, let's go. Alex Zetterberg for just a second-round pick. Let's go. That's huge. Oh, that's a big old play right there. So we used basically a first and a second to get Bird and Zetterberg. G. Oh my God, look at this team now, man. Look at this team that we've built. Bergeron leaves and I build a dynasty in less than 2 seasons. Less than 2 off seasons, really. We still have to work out deals with Robertson and Cooley. And from there, it pretty much is just, okay, who can we sign? Or, who can we flip? Can I still get my first-round pick back? Bergeron was holding us back. By the end, he very much was. So, goalie-wise, we have Chistoff, Menino. We signed Desbiens, who will probably be, hopefully, the AHL starter. So, we're looking good there. Defensively, McAvoy, Nemec, Zen, Canaro. So, obviously, defensively on paper, we're still a little bit weak. I'm okay with this. We're waiting for the talent level to build up. And then obviously forward-wise, we just took 1,000 shortcuts. Beckman as the left wing, 1,000% does not have a place on this team, though. We're going to have to shop Adam Beckman. Doesn't look like we're going to get a qualifying offer for him. So let's see if we can shop Beckman. Second and a third from Toronto. The reason why he doesn't have a spot on this team is because Stenberg 1,000% has to be a left wing now. If we keep Cooley, we have Zetterberg and Cooley down the middle, Mashenko on the third line. That's if we don't give a spot to Bird instead, which really means Zetterberg is a rental. I'd save before EA does EA things. Toxic, you are the opposite. That is a fair point, sir. That is a fair point. It is a very, very fair point. Thank you very much. Wait until Cooley signs before trading Beckman. I just can't imagine playing Beckman regardless. Because even if Beckman's gone, I'll play Maurer on the second line. I don't care. I have no desire to really keep him. We have Cashman, who can also be on the left. I think we're fine. Second and a third rounder from the Toronto Maple Leafs. Let's go. Adam Beckman is on his way out. Can we use those draft picks to get my first back from Tampa? Which is now less valuable than Tampa's itself. First round of next year, Mashenko in the 7th. Okay, that we can't do. Damn. Damn. All right. So for the moment, let's see what we can do about filling out this roster a little bit. Let's see if we can get our business done with our RFAs. Logan Cooley, 1-year deal, $6.5 million. You'll be an RFA again next year. Let's see if you take that. Nick Robertson wants his big boy deal. And you know what? I'm going to give it to him. $8 million over 5 years, Nick. I will give you that deal because, let's be honest, I can afford to. I can afford to give you that contract. That will not be a problematic deal for a very, very long time. Hell, you might even not be on this team by the time that contract becomes a problem. By the time I can't speak. Robertson accepts immediately. He wanted to stay here, he knows. Logan Cooley also accepts. Beautiful. Beautiful. So we still have a little bit of money to spend to get above the floor. Let's go to UFAs, veteran defenders. Who do we got? Very manly, Joel Hanley. Let's sign you to a whole bunch of money, sir. Let's sign you to a bucket of money. A literal bucket. There you go. And we'll also sign Leafs legend Justin Hall to help fill out this roster. Forward-wise, Mike Hoffman, who is actually looking for money, funny enough. There you go, Mike. Enjoy the AHL. We will also sign Adam Henrique to the money he is asking for. And Alex Killorn as another veteran. There we go. So those will be the dudes to help fill out the roster, make us cap compliant, which is where we need to be. The RFAs all accept. Beautiful. Do you worry if they'll fit your lines? Not typically. It's easier to move coaches than it is to move players. All right, so we should be at the cap floor. Beautiful, well over the cap floor. 41 roster spots. Let's get to the beginning of next season and see what the hell this team's going to look like. I don't think we're done moving players and picks. I have a hunch. A sneaking suspicion, you might say. All right, so this team. For the Boston Bruins, let's see if we can come up with a depth chart. So first and foremost, draft pick-wise, we have Toronto second, and we have 3/3 already, 3/4. We're looking okay. Goalie-wise, Cheestoff and Menino both take a big step up. They both are listed as starters, with Desbiens as a backup. So we will be looking to move on from Menino. We got no choice but to just run with Cheestoff, right? We got no choice. Are we doing another season tonight? There's a decent chance, because I don't know if any friendos are around. So let's see. All expiring, in goal. Perfect. They're both RFAs at the end of the deal. So Menino is definitely gone. If there's a trade for him, we take it immediately. And we get good value back for Menino. So again, our goaltending will be Cheestoff and Desbiens. AHL will obviously be Bussy and Frolov, unless Battaglia can be signed, and he really should be the AHL starter. So we got our guys. We got our goalies. Menino will be dealt. So Menino is going to be out here. Defensively, Zancanaro, that's the big guy to wonder about. We don't have the best defense in the world, obviously. But we do know our top pairing is Simon Nemec with Charlie McAvoy, our captain. I think we do end up signing Zancanaro. We could go with Hamara and Iorio And then also, well, Bixel was kind of outplayed by Koromislav. So what if we go with Koro there? Is there a deal for Bixel we can find? No, there isn't. So Hamara can get another chance to play. He barely played last year. So he'll get another chance to make a rather more impressive impression. Bixel's probably out. We'll try to trade him if we can. So I do need a right defender. I'd prefer it to not be Hanley, Santala. Prestberg's a lefty. I guess the other righty, if we give Vinny Iorio a chance, can be Zancanaro. I guess we will look at signing Zancanaro. It's a risk of potentially rushing him, but at the same time, he is without a doubt NHL caliber already. No doubt, especially if we give him power play and PK time. Give him power play and PK time. He should be pretty good. The only question is whether or not we also sign Pressburg and just say, fuck it, go for it, kid. Let's see what you can do. Because this guy is unreal. He does still have some development to do. I'm very tempted to go with Pressburg. Very, very tempted. If we don't sign Zancanaro, the Maverick Lamoureux could be given an opportunity. So we do have to decide how aggressive we want to be in playing our young guys at the NHL level. That's the question. But there isn't anybody to really say, like, hey, let's move on from this guy immediately. But Bixel could certainly go. Santala could also go. And then we don't really have anyone else to worry about. Lamoureux, I guess. We could see if there's any trade possibilities for him. And then again, we have all these fucking players. We did never get Ty Nelson back. He would be the perfect fit for this team. Trust me, I'm going to go ask about him one more time. For this team, it looks like the right wings are going to be David Pasternak, Nordqvist on the second line still. We can give probably to Lola another chance. We got to give Tolola another chance. And I think we give Matika one more opportunity. And then Snugerud we know is half decent. So we give these other two guys a chance first. Lindbergh's not quite ready. On that left-hand side, well, it's not that complicated, is it? Nick Robertson's our top line left wing, more than likely. He is a second liner. Stenberg's a first liner. This officially got problematic. So maybe we keep Stenberg as first line left wing. Robertson as a second liner, even though I do really think he could be an elite first liner. Cooley's a second liner. Zetterberg's a first liner. Mashenko's a fourth liner. It would make a ton of sense to play Mashenko on the fourth line, but we could go Zetterberg, Cooley, and Mashenko down the middle if we don't sign Bird. And then obviously further on that left-hand side could be Maurer, could be Petterstrom. We just really have to decide how aggressive we want to be with signing our upcoming free agents. That is the big question. Before anything else, one more look at getting Ty Nelson back. They don't want to do it, so Ty Nelson is officially gone. Tampa, can I get my first round pick back? That would be risking 2020. Oh, come on! I want to get rid of... I have to get rid of Menino anyway. But this just pushes the problem back of having to get back other picks. Fuck. I gotta do it. Alright. Let's accept that from Tampa. Bastards. They just keep raking me over the coals with these damn offers, I tell you. Let's go back over to draft picks. Let's go back to Tampa. Give me my third rounder this year for Arizona's third and Debian. Fuck you. What about my first rounder next year that's way more important than the third this year? Fucking Tampa. Oh my god. It really is a cycle at this point. So my third rounder this year isn't as valuable as having my first. I do lose my first rounder next year, though. We'll try to get it back later. Because I'm not giving up DBN. I'm not giving up my first rounder this year. So you know what? Screw him. I got my first rounder back, giving up that goalie that I had to get rid of, and a third. It's okay. I'd rather have my first rounder this year because I'm sure by next year we'll be even better. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, everybody. We are about to go very, very aggressive in setting up this team. We're going to risk the future a little bit. Can't believe I'm saying it, but it's going to happen.